Coming up on Mountain News at 6, one person is dead after a crash in Pulaski County. And a special meeting has been called by government officials in Perry County. We'll tell you why.
And a winter weather advisory is in effect for tomorrow and Friday. Details in a few minutes.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
The first measurable snowfall of the season is possible in some places tomorrow night, and everyone is going to get colder. Meteorologist Eric Dean has the latest on this first alert weather day. Eric.
That's right. We had the cold front push through, dropping the temperatures, and then we'll see another one push through. That's what's going to keep us in the 40s for tomorrow. Now, with that being said, a winter weather advisory goes into effect tomorrow for the following counties. Please pay very close attention to these counties: Pike, Knott, Perry, Leslie, Bell, Harlan, Letcher, Lee County, Virginia, Wise, Dickinson, and Buchanan. Here's the timing on this. If you are in Harlan and Letcher County, it starts at 4 p.m. Thursday, goes until 10 a.m. Friday. Everybody else goes from 7 p.m. Thursday until 10 a.m. Friday, unless you're in Dickinson and Buchanan County. That goes until 7 o'clock Saturday night. Now, the complete list of timing and expiration can be found on the weather page of WYMT.com in our little forecast discussion. And this is the reason why that winter weather advisory is in play. Look to the north and west, all that snow pushing across portions of Illinois, portions of Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. That is heading our way. We'll see a little bit tomorrow, but the best chance of any type of accumulation will be tomorrow night going into Friday. We had that front push through at 11 o'clock. We were at 65 degrees. Last hour, we're at 47, and right now we're sitting at 43 in Hazard, as well as Jackson, 45, Manchester, 45 in London. We'll time everything out hour by hour with Future View coming up in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Steve.
Eric, thank you. Winter weather can have a variety of impacts. This can include widespread power outages if it's bad enough. Now, the winter weather this week will not create major issues on the power grid. Other types of winter weather, though, can be a major issue. Hopefully we won't see that anytime soon. Daniel Lowry from LG&E and KU Energy says they are prepared when bad storms bring thousands of power outages.
We're going to make sure we have plenty of supplies on hand for our crews. We have the right materials ready. Make sure our trucks are full of gas, so we do those sort of things to prepare and be extra ready if we get bad weather on our way.
Lowry says if the power does go out in your home, the first thing to do is try to check for an estimated restoration time. But when a significant storm strikes, Lowry says patience is key. A deadly crash closed a part of a major southern Kentucky highway this morning. Somerset police are investigating the crash at the intersection of Norwood Road and U.S. Highway 27. Police say a tractor trailer was going through the roadway when a pickup truck collided into the trailer, killing the pickup's driver.
I'm not saying it was speed related, but this part of the road can be a lot of speed. It was early in the morning, so it was still dark, and we're just trying to find all the evidence to put some answers together as to what caused it.
The Pulaski County coroner says 71-year-old Danny Clay Jasper of Somerset was killed in the crash. 2 people are in custody after a police chase ended with a crash. It happened in Wayne County along Route 52 yesterday. A man and woman inside were arrested. It's unclear exactly where the chase began and why police were trying to pull the car over. The names of the 2 people taken into custody have not been released. No one was injured in the crash. This morning, fire crews in Letcher County responded to a fire at a bank. Firefighters with the Whitesburg Fire Department were dispatched to Whitaker Bank on Main Street. In a post on Facebook, crews say they were first paged for a fire alarm at the bank. After arriving and finding smoke in the upper floor of the building, crews were able to contain it to one room. No injuries were reported. Attorney General Russell Coleman says he has proposed a settlement which would help Kentucky Power customers get a little financial relief. In the announcement, it says customers would receive a total credit of more than $51, which would be spread among their monthly bills during the winters of 2025 and 26. The settlement would still have to be agreed upon by the Public Service Commission. Attorney General Coleman also announced the 12 counties that were selected for random inquiry following the general election. None of the counties in our area were chosen. A special meeting has been called for the Buckhorn community, City of Hazard, and the Perry County Fiscal Court for tomorrow. WYMT's Amelia Lee tells us why Buckhorn Lake State Resort Park is on the agenda.
On the agenda for Thursday are plans for the management of the Buckhorn Lake Marina, Beach, and Playground.
Things were damaged by the 2022 flood, pretty bad, and so we would like to get that open as quickly as possible, get it back open to our local residents and tourists.
Angela Hall with the Perry County Fiscal Court says due to the damage from the flood 2 years ago, the marina has been unusable.
So all of the boats and stuff had to be pulled out, and so we have lots of people that would like to get that back open.
John Sally is one of those people. He has had a houseboat on Buckhorn Lake for more than 30 years. On Wednesday, he officially moved his boat out.
It's a sad day because, I've dreaded it, and I hoped that we'd get good news where we're going to try to, let us keep some boats here, but nope, no more.
But Hall says there is hope. There have been negotiations to partner with the state of Kentucky and the Kentucky Parks Department to reopen.
We would like to partner with them with us managing it.
Hall says the 3 entities within Perry County work well together, and now they're asking for partnership as well as a letter of support.
So the goal is to get the marina back open and get the houseboats back into the marina.
The cabin and lodges at Buckhorn Lake State Park are still open. In Perry County, Amelia Lee, WYMT, Mountain News.
This special meeting is scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at Hazard City Hall. Also on the agenda is the announcement of a new strategic plan for the next 5 years for the city of Hazard. This comes after the success of the previous strategic plan from 5.5 years ago. Hazard Mayor Happy Mobilini says a lot of things you saw happening downtown with trails and events were aspects of that previous plan.
Now we're doing the second one, but it's about adventure tourism, but it's in conjunction with the Buckhorn and the Perry County Physical Court. So this strategic plan will cover from the Battle of Leatherwood to Buckhorn Lake State Park.
Also on the agenda for the meeting is updates on water and a construction contract for the Buckhorn School Road Repair Project. WYMT plans to be at that meeting to get you the most updated information about the strategic plan and more, so make sure you check back in with us tomorrow night. A new program to help expecting mothers who are also battling addiction is coming to a Southern Kentucky hospital. Fort Logan Hospital in Stanford will see construction of a Freedom House next year. The facility is the work of Volunteers of America. Officials say women who are expecting in Lincoln and surrounding counties will find help with addiction recovery. There's also programs in place for the entire family.
So we take care of this family and make sure that they have evidence-based treatment. We also provide recovery housing and aftercare, and that's what we're going to get to do here in Stanford as well.
A Freedom House in Clay County has been so successful that officials say it needs to be expanded. Other Freedom Houses are planned for northern Kentucky. The League of Women Voters of Kentucky is a nonpartisan group who says they work to prioritize strengthening democracy in the state. Today, the group released Part 2 of its Legislative Transparency and Citizen Participation Report. Their report found what they describe as challenges to transparency. They point to shell bills, which the group says allow for bills to be greatly altered after the bill filing deadline, and canceled or surprise committee meetings.
We know that these practices are often aimed at efficiency, but they unintentionally exclude the voices of everyday Kentuckians.
The recommendations in this year's report include holding committee meetings at regularly scheduled times and providing notice of surprise meetings.
All right, winter weather advisory goes into effect tomorrow. Much cooler areas ahead as well. And snow chances, they pick up tomorrow in some places in the evening and overnight hours. Details of the first alert forecast in a few minutes.
And one Eastern Kentucky school district receives national recognition. We'll explain why.